This October, the Australian Electric Vehicle Association, AEVA, will be holding its AGM in Adelaide. To coincide with this event, the South Australian branch will be hosting a conference entitled Powering the Future. Also over the weekend there will be displays of electric vehicles, and you'll have the opportunity to talk to people about everything to do with owning an electric vehicle. There is a growing acceptance across the board that climate change is directly affecting our lives, from disturbing our weather patterns, our health, through to serious effects on the ecosystems that support our lives. AEVA has been at the forefront of encouraging the adoption of electric vehicles as one of the practical solutions to tackling the cause of climate change, burning fossil fuels. More recently, there has been a shift towards adopting renewable energy, producing it locally and storing it. This conference will look at the options currently available for individuals, a community or a city to shift from carbon-based energy production to a greener, more sustainable future and a healthier solution for future generations. The conference is all about energy sustainability. It's about producing your own energy and storing it, the practicalities of owning an electric vehicle, and we'll also touch on the health effects of burning fossil fuels. So what does AEVA do, and how is it working towards a transition to a more sustainable world? Our association is made up of a wide range of people. There are those who enjoy the technology and are interested in its development. There are others who are deeply concerned about the environment. We see electric cars as one of the practical solutions to creating a more sustainable future. We have branches in all states and territories where regular meetings are held and invite you to be part of the group. As a group, we offer a broad range of activities. One of our main focuses has been assisting people to convert vehicles from petrol to electric drive. Once people have driven an electric car, they are sold on how much fun they are to drive and find it hard to go back to a petrol car.
Well, my name's Eric Rodder and I'm the Secretary of the South Australian branch of the Electric Vehicle Association. And this is my electric conversion. It used to be a Holden Barina made by Suzuki in Japan. And my interest in electronics and cars, matching the two together, I produced this little conversion. I chose this little car because of the fact that it's nice and light, and so the range would be more than it would be if it was a heavy car. It's been going like this since 2010, and that's when I finished the conversion, and been loving it ever since. Very quiet little car, hardly any servicing. It's got about 8 parts rather than 2,000 moving parts in a petrol car, and it's just nice and quiet. I love driving it.
Buying an electric car can be a leap of faith in something you may not necessarily be familiar with. So through our group, you can talk to people about the experience and get a greater insight into what to expect.
Hi, I'm Sally, and this is my little Mitsubishi i-MiEV. I bought this car to do my weekly commuting, but I've since found it's perfect for travelling on the weekends as well. Initially, we thought we'd still need our petrol car for weekend use when we do a lot more driving. However, we very quickly found that that wasn't the case. And so our old station wagon has been unregistered and unused for a long time now.
My name's Marianne and this is my Daihatsu. I converted this about 5 years ago because I like technical things and was interested in the EVs. But the main reason I like using it nowadays is it's basically free to run. I can take it home, plug it into the house plug, charge it off our solar panels. So when we designed this conversion, we designed it to be as cheap as possible. In a run around the city, we usually do about 50 kilometres from home into the city and back home, or any other location we go around Adelaide. It was a fairly cheap conversion, it was $12,000, and it's been running basically maintenance free for 5 years.
You'll be able to see and experience different electric vehicles, from home conversions to commercially built ones. They will help you see how the technology works. It's not all about electric cars, but we also see electric bikes as part of the solution.
We used to be a 2-car family, but now that we've got a couple of electric bikes, we only need 1 car. The thing I love about it is that I arrive at work feeling fresh.
Hi, I'm Mick from My Cycles. I love bikes, and I had the opportunity to drive in the World Solar Car Challenge in '03, and from there grew a passion with electric vehicles. So I've combined the two and started up this electric bike shop. The most obvious is it levels hills and headwinds. You don't suffer from headwinds anymore. The world is flat with electric bikes.
The group also works to lift the profile of electric vehicles by supporting public events and activities, from local fairs right through to competitive racing. We also lobby governments and work with industry to create the right conditions for people to adopt the technology, like the installation of public charging facilities.
During the week I usually charge at home, although I do use some of the local public charging stations. And on the weekend, if I need to travel further, I just make a quick stop at the local fast charger to keep going for the rest of the weekend.
The perception of range anxiety is one of the greatest barriers to buying an electric vehicle. We want to take away that and other barriers. Overall, we advocate for electric vehicles and their adoption. We are a group of people with a common passion that come together to support electric vehicles. By being part of the association, you will be at the leading edge of a revolution in the way we move around. Also, you will be playing a part in tackling many of the environmental and health-related issues that are the result of burning carbon-based fuels. And the best thing about electric cars is they're a lot of fun.